Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Glad you're here. So,
It's not what you told me earlier.
Well, you know, put some clothes on next time.
I said sorry.
I don't even understand why you drove here without clothes. Anyway.
It was a miscommunication.
Anyway. Thanks for being here, everyone. Clothed, I hope.
Hey, they're probably in their own homes. They can do what
yeah,
they
you
want.
know, to each their own.
I have pants as far as you know.
So no,
Is this the time to tell Brian that not all of us are wearing pants and he's probably the only one wearing pants?
do I need to stand up to prove that? Are we willing to take that risk?
And the maturity's on, right?
Alright,
This
guys.
channel changed really quick.
And 3.
Wait, when did we start doing OnlyFans?
That's when we have to have like a please stand by screen. And like on the count of 3, Matt just switches it over like we got pulled off the air.
In case Twitch ever kicks us off, it's nice to have a backup plan.
Oh boy.
I mean, this our stream is always rated M anyway because of language, so.
Yeah, language. That's why. So let's try this a third time. Thanks for joining us this evening. We have another episode of the Darkening of Mirkwood ready to go tonight. Oh God, stop, who's doing this? Oh God, what?
What happened?
Subs!
Hey,
Oh.
Anonymous. You and your hacking friends. Or is that the wrong Anonymous?
Thank you for the subs!
Yes, thank you. So we're gonna get right into it with a recap of last week's session. So last week, the Fellowship had a brief discussion with themselves, as they do, on how to best proceed with the 2 paths that lay before them. Investigate this apparent helm that the Woodmen, specifically Seowyn, are looking to have commissioned, and if there is a potential traitor amongst the emissaries or the merchants to the Woodland Realm. So the party split into 2. Vali and Calanhir heading off to Dale after receiving some information to find the Svior, the blacksmith that was commissioned for this helm for Seowyn, and Enelya and Arachron snooping about the elven quarter of Lake Town to see where they can get with this mysterious currency that they had found in Dol Guldur. And eventually ran into a human importer by the name of Var.
We got bread.
They got that bread.
Not
Let's
sure
get
if
that
snooping is the
bread.
best word to use for what happened.
They got that multi-grain bread, the ciabatta bread.
Oh man, it's Italian urban cheese. Get it right.
Wait, Subway?
Apparently they went to a Subway.
Good order
Fresh
Subway.
bitches.
They're just walking through Lake Town. You smell that stale
Fresh.
bread and sadness? There's a Subway here.
That guy looks like Jared.
Oh God, lock him up.
So hide your kids.
The Dale party found themselves in a fight ring, underground fight, as the Ironborg, where they actually ran into Svior and had a jolly good time talking with her and watching a fight of the champion defending his title, known as the Iron Dwarf, otherwise known as Vidar. The fight concluded, and they agreed to meet the next morning, or afternoon, depending on how long the hangover lasts, and discuss what it is the 2 of them request at a Svior. But before we get back there, because we did take a jump over and that was night there. We're gonna rewind a bit before night falls. We find ourselves back in the tavern in Lake Town. Enelya and Arachron, the innkeeper known as Corey, just told you your friends went to Dale.
Oh yeah.
And that is where we're going to pick up.
Did they say when they're coming back?
He pulls up the parchment. No. Just said that to leave you a message that they went to Dale.
How utterly unhelpful.
So anyway, now you only have 2 adventures instead of the 4.
Well.
Apparently there are other, and I thought I was the dumb one in the party.
Oh, that's promising. How about we find a table, get some drinks, and we can discuss.
I like drinking.
Yes, I think a drink sounds rather good right now.
Var holds up 3 fingers to the bar area and then walks over to a small table off to the right near the wall. What would you like to do?
I'll go sit down with him.
I'll sit down also with them, and I'll just start the conversation with so you mentioned that you're an importer and you were having issue with your shipments?
Ah, yes. Quite the situation indeed. You know, it appears. So I import all manner of items from beyond Esgaroth. Whether they be man, dwarven, elven, what have you. And the most recent shipment was coming up the river running, coming back to Lake Town. It's not returned.
And you believe this to be the Fangs of Smaug, or do you think it's something else?
Well, the Fangs are definitely a suspect. They have been causing quite the nuisance around here lately. Though it is not like them to reach so far beyond the border.
What do they normally do? Do they just pillage from inside? Do they just steal from random locals and shops here, or?
The Fangs? Well, in the past, they've been more of thugs and brutes. Intimidating, pickpocketing, stealing, that sort of thing. Something changed a while back, and I'm not sure what, but they've seemed to have changed their approach. They seem a bit more organized and have taken on grander prospects. They don't seem to resort to petty thievery, at least of individuals anymore. They seem to have moved on to grander scale. But that is all I know, at least all I've observed.
That's certainly interesting.
Such is the way of things. Either they had some sort of internal strife and new leadership has taken forward, or they're merely getting too big for their britches. At this point, a barmaid comes over and sits down 3 mugs and heads back off. Var gives her some money and takes a drink and.
You say outside of Esgaroth, then are you potentially involved with this with the talks of this trade agreement between fudge, what is it? Is it Elven King's Hall, right? I've only mentioned it like 5,000 times last session.
The trade negotiations.
Yeah.
I'm involved to an extent. I am merely an importer. I am not one of the merchants themselves. I am usually one they go to have things imported for the goods. Or, they have use of me to export as well, but it's mostly importing.
I see. Do you
Move
work?
things around, if you will.
Do you typically work with most, if not all, merchants then, or only a select few?
I don't work with them all, but I have worked with them all in the past. If you catch my understanding. I don't work with everyone all at once and sort of move around and find a stable place to be. But I've worked with probably almost everybody.
I see.
That's enough of that for now. What brought you to the Elven Quarter?
Well, we were actually inquiring more about the currency that the elves and, I guess them as merchants and others use within that quarter and here. That's how we came across the bread, first off, and then that's how we found
bread.
I believe he was one of the elven merchants, who was a little less than hospitable toward us. That's neither here or there, and then that's how, well, you and I literally ran into each other.
You mean that Silverin guy?
Yes.
Sylvan.
Oh, Sylvan guy.
Yes.
Yes, so we were only, taking a minor adventure toward there just to see what, how it all worked, essentially. And, because of the talks of the, trade negotiations, we were just a little curious on how that was affecting everybody.
Interesting. So you just investigating these coins, see where they came from? Or who they came from?
I'll say a little bit of both, but we were curious as to who, too.
And if you don't mind me asking, where did you find them, where this has become a curious question?
Oh, they were right outside of town. It looked like someone dropped them, or someone tried to nick someone's pouch and missed a few.
Deception check.
Deception, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are lying through your teeth.
No, I thought that was pretty natural.
Got the fail for this.
It doesn't matter if it was natural, it's the fact that you are telling a lie. 14. Okay.
So your nose be growing, girl.
Oh, please, it's already nice and defined.
Interesting. May I see one again, please? If you don't mind.
Sure. Arachron, do you still have some, or did you use it all on the bread?
Mm-mm. Here we go. That's the regular. No, I didn't use them all on the bread, Enelya. Come on, that only cost us one bread. I got 29 more coins, Enelya.
Yes, that's true. The bread was pretty affordable.
Well, definitely of the woodland realm. If you found them outside the city, I could only think of a Lake Town merchant who would be so careless with these things. One of the elves would never let these go because they're essentially the only thing they can use in this town.
Yes, so we've learned so far.
He hands it back.
Okay.
Are there many merchants who work with the Sylvan elves, or is it
There's
only a select few?
There's a handful, yes, that work with them. The coins themselves could end up in circulation between anybody, but those that would be coming from outside the city to potentially have these, a bit of a handful. Definitely narrows your search, that's for sure.
Yes. I am going to order another drink.
All right.
What else?
Ooh, me too.
What kind of demeanor is Var holding other than just conversational right now? Like, does he seem pretty open, or does he seem like he's slightly timid with us for asking all these questions, or?
Give me an insight check. To just sort of read.
What was that?
19.
I think. Hold on one second. I don't know if I fixed that ruling on it or not.
A +3.
Yeah, because I'm not proficient in it. So I think it needs to have another 3 to add proficiency. Because of...
Let me look at your character sheet.
where'd it go?
That's Thea, that's Nayla, where is... There's Enelya.
Yeah. Yes, when you make an insight check, you double your proficiency bonus with the circlet. So because I'm not proficient... Wait. No, I think it's already added then.
Wait, read your handout. That's the wrong handout.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
Please open the door.
Oh.
Yeah, I have nothing normally added to insight right now, so it just needs to be a +3.
Okay. I might need to revisit that item, but okay. Because the way it's written in theory, you would double your proficiency bonus, but if you're not proficient in it, you can't double anything.
Right.
So it's kind of no bonus the way it's written.
Okay.
So.
I mean,
Regardless.
then it doesn't need to have anything added then, if that's the case.
We'll keep it at 19 for now.
Okie dokies.
Keep it as what it is because
It's easier right now.
I think I made the. We'll talk about it later. It's fine.
My bad.
19. He seems pretty relaxed. His body language is he's got his legs crossed with his one knee up a little bit higher. His hands are resting on when he's not drinking an ale, and he's sort of sitting off to the side into his one chair. And he seems pretty relaxed and open at this point in time.
Okay. Crap, what did he just say? Oh, handful of merchants working with.
Yeah. Definitely narrows your search.
Yes.
For sure. So you're just looking to return the coins to whoever lost them? It's pretty noble.
Well, I suppose it's a little too late for that now, if we technically lost one with bread.
That's true, I suppose.
It's fine to see.
But I have never seen them before. I don't think my friend here has well, so we were just quite simply curious, and that's what, as I said, that's what led us to the quarter. We just wanted to learn more and see if there was a way of potentially getting more, if that seemed to be a more common currency to utilize.
Well, you're the big nerd.
Well, yes, yes.
You nerd.
There's
Well-
nothing wrong with that.
I will say that as an importer, I do import elven goods as well, so that most of the merchants I work with that handle elven goods would be the ones handling this type of currency. So I can probably give you a very short list of who you're interested in.
Really?
Potentially. Do know that these are also my clients, and I take their business very seriously.
Oh, of course. It's not like we're looking to do any ill will.
But you must understand that a business proposition that you're bringing currently nothing to the table and you're requesting me to give you information that I have.
Well, my good friend did say earlier that if you believe the Fangs of Smaug are the potential problem or the problem to the dealings with your shipments, he did say we could potentially help with that.
Who said that?
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, I don't know who. Currently, I do not know who is the culprit of my problems. All I know is I have missing shipments. Not missing shipments. Missing shipments.
Well,
And
Would
it
you
is
like-
currently preventing me from making a profit.
Why
would
don't
you
we
like us to start there then?
why don't we just go out on the next shipment and then we'll be there when whoever shows up?
Another shipment's not due for some weeks.
Ah. Do you have any more information on the missing shipment you currently have, where it was supposed to be or go and come from, and perhaps we could find some sort of trail that can lead us to where it may be now?
I definitely know what was on the shipment, and I know where it was coming from. It was coming up the river running, carrying a multitude of goods.
Yes, you did say that.
Yes,
Let me
I
write
did.
that. Let me write that down now.
So, how did you become aware of the attack? Was it just the shipment missing, or did somebody survive and say that they were attacked?
It was the missing shipment. Never arrived. At this rate, is probably a week overdue.
Please open the
And
door.
from an importer's perspective, if this thing's like this continues soon, no imports will come in. And then it's only domestic trade. Ugh.
Did he just say what was inside the shipment?
He did not. He said a multitude of goods.
Gotcha.
You have a manifest of these shipment, and that way we can verify if we go down the river and try and find it.
I do have a manifest. It is back at my office, if you would care to accompany me. Though it is getting late here today. Perhaps this is something we can take care of in the morning.
Of course.
Of course, we just started drinking. Of course, we gotta keep drinking.
Excellent.
That was me being persuasive.
So let's proceed tomorrow morning with the understanding that if you solve my problem, I will aid you and give you the information you are looking for.
Sounds like we got a good business deal.
A good business deal. I think the merchant talk is getting to you.
Don't we usually spit in hands and shake or something? Don't merchants do that?
Absolutely not. You can keep your spit to yourself.
All right, back in the jug you go.
No. Okay.
Bella is like writing her notes, and then she just kind of does like a snort behind her journal.
Very well, and he finishes the last bit of his ale. You can find my office over in the shipping district. You can come there first thing tomorrow morning, and we can discuss things further.
That sounds like a plan.
Excellent.
Well,
And he stands up. Well, I hope the two of you have a lovely rest of the evening.
you as
And
well.
I need to rest my nose.
Yes, I apologize for that. And do you need some more of this remedy that might help alleviate your pain a little?
Quite all right, thank you. I'll be fine.
Very well. Well, at least thank you for entertaining our curiosity about this place and the merchants here.
Oh no, thank you. If this goes the way I hope, you'll the very answer I need right now.
Well, we should hopefully do things better without Enelya crushing people's noses.
Yeah, so let's
I-
skip that next time.
Yes, I am more of the fighter, so
Look,
And he gets up and heads for the door and leaves you two for the remainder of the evening.
well, that was very open.
yeah. At least we got somewhere. We got something. Better than your dealings with that Silverin guy.
Yes, let's not talk about it. I never want to try to act like that ever again. That was very humiliating.
Well, there's always more booze to make you forget.
A fair point. Cheers.
Cheers.
And that we will Star Wars screen wipe to the next team. Over to Tatooine. Come to early the next morning in Dale as the sun begins to crest in the east, giving us that pinkish horizon. As the two of you, Vali and Calanhir, are up fairly early, ready to start your day. What would you like to do? You're currently at the Missing Scale Inn.
Go get some breakfast, I will.
Quick, Matt, go say hi to Vidar so you can just talk to yourself.
Missing Scale.
No, I will not be doing that. So,
Elf. An elf
What do you
talking to a
think?
dwarf. Now I've seen everything.
elves are a bunch of, Let's not worry about that. Should we wait till the afternoon? Let her sleep off the hangover?
Wouldn't be a bad idea. If I try to talk to her now, I'll be very incoherent.
How do you think, Enelya and Arachron are doing in their own investigation, of course?
I'm sure they found out some information.
Do you think they're upset that we just left? Leaving a note saying where we were?
I mean, I don't see why. We told them where we were going. What's the problem?
Kid comes home from school with a note on the refrigerator. Gone for weekend. Food in fridge.
Time for a party!
Yeah, say, don't party, love mom.
You can have 2 friends over. Here's a 20 for pizza.
Well then, I say we just, let's just waste away the morning then.
So you guys take your time in the morning, get your breakfast, your food. Your lodging and food will be 75 copper each. So you can go ahead and
Funny.
yoink that out.
What's that in silver?
I've got it written down here.
I remember it like 10 coppers of silver.
It's something ridiculous. Where is it? There it is. Bring up my abacus. It's about 6 copper. Or 6 silver, sorry.
I was gonna say 6 copper.
I was gonna say, hold up.
75 copper is equivalent to 6 copper.
Okay, yeah.
When you just
I got
stare at the vendor going, yes, it is.
Yes, it
Keep
is.
the change.
I see you had a fine night too last night.
I'm actually going to. I would like to negotiate a lower price if I play my flute for him this morning. And put on a performance.
Dinner and a show.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Oh, ooh, that's an 11. That's terrible. That's a 4. That's a natural 4.
Yeah, 11. You pull out your
I'm
flute and
Gonna
you're,
go ahead and pay.
as
the-
he like tells you the original price, you start pulling out the flute. You're like, but what if it wasn't 75 copper? And you start going to play your flute and you like miss 3 notes in a row and it just sounds terrible. And you're like, oh, I do apologize.
75 copper. There you
75 copper.
go. I just pay it.
All right. All right, so you guys take your time, eat your food, get your fill. You basically feel like you're on vacation. Nothing to do. There's no stress. Just lazing the day away until you have to go to your appointment. Not caring about home,
like
what your friends are up to.
Businessmen. Vali? We're businessmen. We're just waiting for our
Yes.
appointment.
So, we're businessmen doing business.
We're here on per diem. Several hours pass. Eventually, it gets about that point where you probably think it's should head over to Svior's.
Yeah, let us go check on Svior.
forge.
Yes, hopefully she's awake by now.
And we make our way there?
Alright, so you guys head out from the Missing Scale Inn and head over across the market square over to Anvil Way, which is over beyond. And you are walking down a cobblestone street with the buildings pretty much packed next to each other. And this whole street basically echoes in hammers and anvils and bright forge fires, as this is pretty much obviously with the name Anvil Way, where the majority of craftsmen who make their way in the forge or blacksmithing either tend to the shops or make their goods. And you're going down the way and you come to a corner of the street that there's a like a black iron hammer as a sign sitting above one of the doorways, and the windows are pretty much all open. There's a thick stack of black smoke coming from the top of the chimneys, and as you get closer and you're hearing that tinging, I'll switch over here. And you're hearing the hammers all around you, and you just hear this voice from inside after you hear like metal clang and clash and like fall to the ground. You hear ting, 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 ting. Get the fuck out of here! You son of a bitch! You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You see this guy that's missing hair on the top, and he's got hair around him, just stumble out into the street, tripping on himself, stands back up, and he starts running like somebody's chasing after him. And you see Svior come out, just fuming, like holding her blacksmithing hammer. And don't come back, you son of a bitch! Looks over at the two of you. They look familiar.
Yes. We met last night at the fight.
Right. It explains this
Lots-
pounding headache.
Lots of alcohol involved. Yes, indeed.
It's the only way a night can go.
We lost money too, if I remember correctly.
Don't tell me that. From what little bit I do recall, I believe you're here to see me, so come on in.
Yes. I'll go on in.
Yeah, you walk in, and it's a pretty barren storefront. There's a table set up, but it's mostly cleared out, mostly like a dirt floor-esque to help with the spread of fires. There's some weapons racks that have been knocked over, and there's boxes lining the walls. There's a fire in the forge, though there doesn't appear to be anything in it. Like, there's no metal, nothing to be worked on, and then there's an anvil shortly away from that and a water basin. But come on in, don't mind the mess. She throws the hammer onto the table. She walks over to the forge, takes out something from a pouch, pulls out a pipe, sticks it some pipe weed in there, holds it into the forge, brings it back out, and the pipe itself is just barely igniting, but the weed itself is caught.
I just
Helps
pull
with
out
the headache.
my I pull out my wineskin and I take a drink.
Yeah, starting early.
Who
Alright.
says I ever stop?
Oh my god, the battle bard's noise keeps making me feel like there's something behind me.
Lindsay, don't you see what's behind you?
You close?
There's a forge behind you. All right. What's up?
Well,
What can I do for the two of you?
last night you did tell us you were having some business troubles and that you were on the verge of losing everything. And we happen to be professional problem solvers.
Some as professionals. Aye. All right. Well, I had a commission, and I was bringing in the medal for it. But the medal hasn't arrived, so I'm behind. And if I don't finish it, that will be the last opportunity I have to make my way as a blacksmith.
Now, a quick question. Is this commission for a Seowin the Generous? East Fight?
She narrows her eyes at you. What's it fucking to you?
Well, what is that sound?
Don't worry about it, it's the neighbors.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, there's a conspiracy targeting many merchants and artisans such as yourself. And we know some of the players, but not all of them. And so we're actually here on a much more grander scale to investigate this. And part of your medal disappearing is a part of that investigation. And the East Fight is also tangled up. Serwin as well is tangled up in our investigation. Someone means to threaten him and the East Fight, and we plan to root that out. And those leads led us to you.
Did Avorik send you? Because I told the bloody bastard that I didn't have the helm ready yet. I don't need strong-armed to try and get the fucking thing done.
I'll make sure to pass your message along. They seemed, very... I'll just pass your message along. But we will secure... We'll secure your medal. Don't worry about that. Where was it? Where was it coming from? Do you know where it got lost?
I paid an importer to have some ore shipped up from the mountains of Mirkwood. So last I heard, it was due in probably roughly about a week ago. Would have been coming up the river running.
What is this importer's name?
Fucking bloody no. I went through Dale. Did a... Well, let me fucking look. She goes to one of the desks nearby and pulls out papers, just completely disorganized, just tearing through things until she's able to pull something up, which looks to be a receipt. I went through Dale through a Captain Saxolf. He says he uses some importer in Lake Town. Name of Var or some shit. I never met him. I only worked with the people through...
What
What do you say?
what was the captain's name again?
Saxulf. Saxulf.
The other name Var will be easy to remember.
So my understanding is that this Var's responsibility was to import the ore, and it would make its way here. But it hasn't shown.
Well, we will get to the bottom of it, and we will find your lost medal. And if anybody gives you a hard time of it, about the delay, just knock them on their ass. That'll show them.
What I've been doing.
And then when you get your medal, you'll prove all of them wrong, and you'll be the best blacksmith in Dale.
Aye, that would be the goal. So, if I understand this, you're gonna go track down where my ore is, so I can finish this fucking commission.
Yes?
I believe that's what we're doing, yes.
I guess I got nothing to lose. I have 0 to pay you with. You understand that, right?
That is fine. Well, is there anything special about the helm?
It's not that I'm doing. If you're asking if it's any sort of dwarven runic bullshit, no. There's nothing special that I'm doing to it. It's just a commission that this Sailor wants for some sort of ceremony.
And I don't imagine you would, but perchance you were not informed anything about the ceremony.
Not a bloody clue.
Very well. Then we shall get you your medal back.
It'd be greatly appreciated.
Well then, Vali, I believe that concludes our business here.
Yes. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a hunt.
Take care, Svior. And next time we see each other, may it be under more prosperous circumstances.
I bloody hope so. Alright,
And-
now if you don't mind me, I have to return to work. Oh wait, I fucking can't. And she just stares back at the two of you. You can go get my aura in a moment.
So I'm just gonna look at Calanhir and go like, so we're gonna go, and I'm gonna look back at her, and I'm gonna grab Calanhir by the back of the collar and just take him out with me.
Vali here can take a hit if you need to take your anger out on something.
Shut up, Calanhir.
He looks at you and then looks down at the hammer she threw down on the table. Looks back at you.
And I slip out. I leave.
I say I still got Calanhir by the back of the collar. I'm still dragging him out like a bad child.
Alright.
Please, unhand me. Don't touch the collar, please. I have
Let's
to
just get going.
maintain a certain presence. But I
You
guess.
look pretty, princess.
Thank you very much. I guess we are heading back to Dale then.
Yes, we might as well try and find this medal. Hopefully, we can find it.
Perhaps when we return, we can catch up with Enelya and Arachron and see what they've discovered.
Alright. So you guys heading out of Dale then?
Yeah,
Alright.
at least I am. I don't know if Calanhir needs.
Oh yeah,
any
no,
stops.
I'm following. I'm not splitting the party up any further.
Soon I'm just
I turn
running.
around, he's gone.
Soon I'm just running 4 separate campaigns.
No big.
So, alright. So in the interest of time, you guys make your way back to Dale. And it gets to be about evening by the time you return to Lake Town, which in the matter of things would put you well past the point of the other two storylines, but this is gonna get really confusing.
I was gonna say,
No.
I was like, so do we need to replay the whole day for us then?
We're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip that, and you guys make your way back to the tavern, which at this point, the other two are probably turned in for the night. We'll say. So let's say about a day has passed until you guys are all back early in the morning in the same inn and two of them are looking at you two, going, "Where the fuck have you been? And now you're just showing up."
So then we have met Var at this point at the shipping district.
Yeah, I realize that.
I'm just confirming, so I'm not gonna say as Enelya, hey, we gotta go do this.
Well, so we're gonna say, because again, this is gonna get really confusing if we don't, that he sent you guys a message. He had an appointment, something came up, he had to delay a day.
Oh.
So you have not
Okay.
met him yet.
Fair enough.
Deus Ex Machina, DM. Good morning.
Oh, you are back. And here I was wondering when you would be.
Pish posh. It was just a quick trot. Nothing more.
God, Mom, haven't you just lived a little? Jeez.
I am not having this character be the third mom of the group.
So what'd you bring back? You bring us anything?
Listen, we brought back the best thing of all, information.
Food.
The
You
Say
whore.
information.
the blacksmith, who's commissioned to make the helm for Seowyn, is based out of Dale, hence why we had to go there. We weren't gonna get any more information unless we went there.
You couldn't have waited for us.
But it all
Time
worked
was
out.
time was of the essence. We need to get there as quick as we could. We left a note.
What? Could you quit rocking your table over there? We're trying to have a discussion. But it all works out because the next person we're looking for, the next lead actually is here in Lake Town, and it is an importer by the name of Var.
Oh.
He was supposed to bring in the metal Svior was going to use to make the helm, but the shipment has gone missing, and the shipment was being captained by a Saxolf.
I suppose the stars align for us then. Arachron and I have already made acquaintance with Var, as we had agreed to help him find that lost shipment in return for information on merchants with the Sylvan emissaries.
Well,
Interesting.
I do find it curious that both of our leads led to Var.
He's a busy man. We're supposed to meet him today, actually.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let us go meet this Var character. Well, you've already met him.
Well, we will introduce you to him.
Yeah, we talked you up and then you weren't here.
Then I shall put on an entrance.
Alright, well, let's finish up our morning routine and breakfast, and we can head on over.
What about second breakfast? Have you ever been to Hobbiton?
Never had a
Should-
reason, so no.
Could you
That's a
not
pretty good
just
place.
could you not just eat enough the first time?
No, you gotta let some digest and then you eat more.
Yes,
Did
that's
she
called
just call us fat?
I have never made my way to Hobbiton, is it?
Yeah.
I'll add it to my list of things to do.
Well, no, when
Um,
when your food is digested and then you eat again, that's typically midday.
Yeah, you have breakfast, second breakfast, then you have 11 C's, then you have lunch, and then you have afternoon tea, then you have dinner, then you have dinner, then you have supper. And that's
How-
all the meals of the day in Hobbiton.
Would Enelya know about hobbits?
I love
Hobbit
that.
lore.
Continue this joke. You know what? Never. Whatever.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she would, because she was probably around
Oh,
when
yeah,
when
you're right.
Bilbo came through with the dwarves.
Okay. They certainly eat a lot for being such small creatures.
Well, they know the party.
Let's go meet with Var.
Aye, let's. Although, the hobbits intrigue me.
And now we go to Hobbiton instead of doing the quest.
Tuvar! Lead the
Alright.
way. You guys know the
Tuvar.
way.
So you guys make your way out of the inn and make your way across town. Once I zoom out here enough from being about here in the market and the inns and the taverns and all that fun stuff, and head over to the shipyard district, which is pretty much this whole area over here. And specifically, you make your way over here where there is a small, not office building, but it's a wood thatched roof
I'll be back by way. Easy.
building that appears to be one of the importer's offices, as far based on the description that he gave you two the other day. This is where he works out of.
Okay.
So, should you walk in there first since he knows you, or should I just make my grand introduction?
We can walk together, and I can ask for him first. And then when he comes over, you are more than welcome to introduce yourself however you please, within reason.
Excellent.
So I'll walk up. Is there like a front desk or something, or can I look around and see if I spot him?
There's a bell in there.
You walk inside.
Yeah.
There's no front desk as you walk through the door. There's a couple of barrels in the corner that have long pieces of parchment rolled up and put into it. Shelving that has random pouches and spices and items scattered about. And then for the most part, you just see crates with various stamps and markings, and seem to be completely sealed up. But as you walk in from behind the one wall, a Var walks out in a sort of like a maroon-esque, not robe, but fancy blouse-esque shirt. And pretty much like your basic brown trousers. As he comes up behind, you see a small bandage across his nose. Oh, good morning. I apologize, I had to reschedule, something came up.
It is not a problem. This actually gave an extra day for our other companions to rejoin us from their trip to Dale.
Ah, convenient.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm gonna gently elbow Calanhir and go, do not ask about the nose.
Hello, I am Calanhir. You must be Var.
I am indeed.
And I give a slight bow, and I reach out to shake his hand.
He accepts it and shakes your hand in return, introducing himself further, saying, I am Var, importer extraordinaire of Escaroth. What can I do for... Well...
Yes, I have heard of you. This is the second time I've heard of you. Really, your exploits are becoming well known to my ears. You see, my companion Vali and I, we had to travel to Dale recently for a business trip, and we've heard your name pop up there once or twice. So it is finally wonderful to meet you, Var.
Yes, it appears my exploits are traveling far and wide, and it appears that I have caused some issues of my own, but that is neither here nor there right now. So, you've been to Dale, you've heard my name, and you've clearly heard from your two compatriots here that I have a problem that needs dealt with.
Well, lucky for you, we are professional problem solvers.
You should put that on a business card.
I should. You know anyone who does business cards?
I'm afraid I don't know what a business card is. What are you talking about?
What were we just talking about?
Interesting. It seems we have lost the plot. Carry on.
But we are professional problem solvers. It has come to our understanding that you've lost a shipment on the running river.
I have, indeed. It was carrying a multitude of goods that I was importing. And it should have arrived roughly about a week ago, and it has not been seen.
And you have heard no other news about its disappearance?
None to speak of. I know that they would have been coming upriver, so they would have been on boat, if that helps you at all. So I would start by searching there. However, that brings me to my new problem. It appears I have made some enemies, or at least have pissed off somebody. I was arranging a couple of my spare import ships, and by ships I mean small rowboats, to help you in your search, but it appears they have been confiscated.
Confiscated by whom, exactly?
Some rabble. That is not worth mentioning, but they are at the docks, so if you wish to use these ships, I suggest you help reclaim them.
Of course, that will be no issue at all. We will reclaim those ships, and then do you mind if you already said you were going to procure them, so once we reclaim them, we will use one in pursuit of your missing shipment.
You might need two. Committee looks at how many people are here. They're not that large.
Excellent, then we shall take two.
You speak of rabble you do not wish to mention. Is this potentially with the Fangs of Smaug or something else?
Like I've said, my exploits have gone beyond my control, and it appears somebody is trying to send me a message.
That's the problem when you're too good at what you do and you become famous.
Exactly. I am very good at what I do in importing, and they may want my skill set for that.
Well,
so I could chalk it up nothing more than peasantry intimidation.
Well, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to be your business partner in this endeavor of ours, and we shall recover your lost supplies.
Excellent. You can find them over by the docks, just east of here. Do what you must, take the ships, and you can head down south through the long lake and head for the river running. And if you find anything, please return it. And I will pay you in, and he looks over at Enelya, in the information that you are looking for.
Very well. We accept. We will. Well, they've already accepted, so.
Yes. Enelya gives a nod.
Excellent. And do me a favor. Keep my name out of all of this.
Very well.
Very well.
Excellent. All the supplies you need for the boat should be with them, so unless there's any more you need of me, I suggest you hop to it.
Of course. You
Excellent.
heard Var. Hop to it, everybody.
All right.
Good luck. See you in a few days, I hope.
Well,
You
let's
guys
let's
walk
go
on
find
out.
these boats.
Yep. You guys start heading east up towards this direction of the shipyard district. We are going to take our 5-minute break.
Cool.
So we will be right back. You're back. Well, welcome back.
Indeed.
I hope you are enjoying the antics of this group. And it's mostly antics. Very rarely anything more than that.
It's all antics. Let's be real, bro.
So, I hope you're having fun.
I am.
Last week we obviously canceled our paint and chat. That was mostly due to societal
Outside
issues
world.
that were going on. We will be back live again with that tomorrow night with what we were going to paint last week, and by we I mean Lindsay, because I painted once, and yeah. So we will be painting, I guess, to make it just a bit more worth it, the Hero Forge mini that was our original giveaway.
We finally
finally
got
have
it! in the
it!
mail!
Yeah,
Yes!
so we have Froy's mini here that Lindsay is going to paint on stream tomorrow, and if she doesn't finish, the following week. So that should be fun. So she'll actually have a reference picture to use for painting. So basically how you would approach an actual commission. So this should be fun.
I mean, I had a color reference for Zips too.
True.
Zips.
Zips.
I did
That's
get
right.
Zips, by the way. I think I told
is
you.
right.
He looks really good.
Oh, I was so afraid of UPS losing it. I was like having anxiety for a week
Yeah.
just about a package.
So, and then again on Friday, if you haven't caught last week's, Lindsay is playing through Knights of the Old Republic.
It has been a blast so far. I've
Check out
loved
the
it.
highlights and the clips; they are entertaining.
If you,
We
yeah,
only if we can get one more stream of decent ones, we can probably just make a Lindsay reaction video of just the faces she's making, which is just fun.
as if it wasn't obvious before that I make lots of faces.
Be curious how you get past the Rancor.
I don't know either. He one-shotted everybody.
I know,
Ooh,
Do
but
I
I'm
feed
not
him
gonna tell.
you feed it.
something?
Yes, feed it. Make it your pet, and you just take it with you across the galaxy.
Sounds good. I'm gonna try that. I mean, it's
Pretend
like,
D&D session.
I mean, it's a D20 system. Can I at least try? Roll that 20, go.
Good luck.
Anyways, we'll talk about that on the
Yeah.
stream.
So have fun with that on Friday. Just be on at 5. And this Saturday, we're gonna have a new stream in the morning. For those of you that are either up late, depending on your time zone, or up early. Matt is going to be streaming
Hey, that's me.
on this channel. So for all of you dungeon masters out there who are either looking to start out, or looking for a different perspective, or anything like that, seeing how things work or how somebody's mind works, Matt is going to be streaming essentially how he preps for his sessions as a DM. For those of you that don't know, Matt DM'd our Adventures in Middle-earth games before I took over. This is the first campaign I've ever DM'd. So that might answer some questions, that might give you some more questions. I'm not sure. It's up to you. But Matt runs other games that are not streamed, so he's going to be prepping for those. So swing on by, see how he does it, what he gets involved in, and his process.
My process is fucking crazy. I hope you're ready.
This is my process. So
Didn't you
That should be
send
fun.
a text earlier?
what?
I was wondering who sent me that in a text earlier. Man, weird. How about that?
Aaron indeed. So, those are all the fun things we have lined up. We have some bigger events planned throughout this year, so do try to keep up. We move at light speed around here. So if you would like to, and we invite you to, go ahead and join our Discord and follow us on Twitter, which is where all of our updates pretty much come through. So, really excited for this year. Let's hope we've already encountered the worst. It's only gonna get better. Knocking on real wood.
Quick, reset him, make him say something else.
This isn't an improv game where I hear a buzzer and I have to redo the last. Damn it! Welcome to Adventure Check, where everything's made up and the saving throws don't matter.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I feel like that's too close to the original thing.
Only D5.
Okay.
All right. So, let's get back into it. The four of you have left Var's import house from the shipyard district in Lake Town. And I forgot to mention before we cut the break, in your conversation with him, he did give you a loose shipping manifest of what all was in the part of the imports, which included wine, spices, ore, and cloth and silks. He only gave you the items themselves, no particular names tied to merchants.
Well then, we should make our way to the docks and grab those ships.
Yes.
I
I'm a
guess it's a
little-
starting point.
Sounds good.
I am a little curious about the situation as it begins to unfold in front of us. I feel like Var was not completely open with what he was mentioning, so I'm curious who else is involved in this.
And it is a bit strange he doesn't want his name tossed around, so just keep that in mind.
I thought that also.
Should have rolled an insight check on him, but stuff
was this
doesn't happen.
I was this close, but I was like, eh.
Doesn't matter. We need to recover the medal for Svior, because I promised her, and her business will die if I don't get it.
I see. Well, let's take this advantage that we have of everything seemingly to connect with each other at the moment and make the best of it. To a boat!
So, yeah. We'll go to where
Motherfucker, I'm on a
his
boat.
boat's at.
Motherfucker, I'm on a boat.
To the dockyard. All right, so you guys have made it to the dockyard section of the shipyard. As you walk through here, a lot of the shipwrights and people that are working on the boats seem a bit rougher. They walk around with a bit poorer posture. This area does seem a bit dirtier than the rest. And overall, you just see a bit more of rougher individuals who might be carrying like short knives or clubs. This seems to be a sketchy, if not dangerous, part of town. But you guys are moving about, and you come around to about this corner here, where you look down and see in the water about 3 boats tied to the docks, and about 4 or 5 individuals moving about, talking back to one another, 2 of which they're down by the boats, making sure that they're secured, and the rest just sort of moving around. What would you like to do?
So, do we see the boats I was talking about?
You see 3 rowboats strapped to the dock, essentially. There are larger crafts out in the water. But in terms of rowboats, basically what he described, you see 3 of them.
Did he say that he had 2 or 3 boats? Rowboats.
He at least recommended we took 2 because of the number of us.
Yes, I'm trying to remember how many he said he had in total. I just have a bad feeling about this, but
I suddenly don't remember either.
He
Did he
did not give you a number.
Oh, okay. So we're
He
just.
said he has boats that he was planning on letting you use, but they had been confiscated. And Calanhir said, "Well, we will take one." And he said, "Based on how many of you are, they're small. You probably want two."
Oh, okay.
Those are the only numbers that got spewed out. He didn't say any more than that.
Well, let me work my magic, and I'm going to walk up to the rowboats. Who's nearby them?
There's two individuals nearby that were just making sure the ropes that are securing them to the docks are tight and well knotted. Insert nautical term here. And one lanky individual looks up at you. Head is shaven, but the hair is growing back through. And he has a prickly 5 o'clock shadow. And he's got a knife on his left hip. And he looks up at you as you come closer. What can I do for you?
We are here to take these boats.
These boats up for sale.
No,
As a matter of fact, this dock's off limits.
we have business. We have business being here.
How do you?
Aye, we do.
While they are talking, can I try to get slightly closer to the boats or look at them from where I am standing and just try to look around the area and look for any signs of like potential like meddling with, or like if the boats were confiscated here, if there are signs of it?
I'm not sure what you're looking for. You're looking for signs that the boats were confiscated here?
Yeah, the boats that he talked about that were confiscated, or just other signs of like things being tampered with on to screw with Var.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
15. Based on what he had said, the dockyard to the east, which is where you guys are at, and the fact that the boats are fairly small, the 3 rowboats pretty much here are the best indicator that these are what he was talking about. All the other ships seem too large and seem more tuned to be like fishing craft.
Okay.
But you don't see any sort of like tampering with. This seems to be a general docking area in the shipyard. So this is more of a not common space, but other ships of other people belong here as well.
Okay. I figured I'd check.
Well, we are working in an official capacity to recover supplies that have been plundered by many of the forces that are working against the best interests of Lake Town. And in order to do that, we have been given requisition of these ships to complete our task. Now, I for one wouldn't want to go against the master of Lake Town, but maybe you would.
So you want me to believe the master of Lake Town sent you down here to acquire some piss-poor rowboats?
Yeah, Calanhir, these are dinghies. These aren't even good little boats. We should take that boat instead and use our power to take that boat. And I'll point out a bigger, more expensive boat.
That boat wasn't allotted to us. If you would have listened to what we were told, Arachron, we were only allotted specific boats because that other boats are being used for other tasks. These boats aren't being used for anything.
That just reminded me of the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean. A better one. A bigger one. That one. What one?
That one. You stole my boat.
What
Listen,
could you
these
do?
boats don't belong to you, and they definitely don't belong to the master.
Who do they belong to then?
Well, that's none of your damn business, is it?
I believe
Wait,
it is, because we are here in an official capacity. We could take this to the Master's Hall if you wish. We could stretch this out and make it costly for all of us, or we could use the boats and go on our separate ways. The boats will be returned. Whatever you have to do with them is not, we do not interfere with. But by all means, we can take this to the Master, if that is what you wish.
Give me a deception check.
28.
28.
Damn.
The Master sent you, did you? Ah, I am. As he looks up about because you guys are down on the docks, and probably about 6 to 8 feet up is a wall to the next platform. I am. Whoa. Seems the Master's growing too big for his britches. Go over to town hall and tell him to piss off and mind his own business. Oh. The guy walks off.
Ah. Well,
I'm glad you told me that the Master sent you here. Looks like he needs to learn his place.
are these your boats?
There are boats now. Now,
you know,
if you don't mind, this area's off
Buddy.
limits.
friend, and
So you can kind of piss off.
I'm gonna
You
pull.
guys-
I'm gonna pull out a gold coin and just flip it between my fingers. Just distract him. I'm just gonna say, buddy, listen. We don't have to be enemies here, and I really would like us to just get along. And while he's focusing on what I'm saying and the gold coin I'm flipping, I'm gonna trip him into the water.
All right. Go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Enelya's gonna start following the guy that left.
16
Okay.
acrobatics.
All right, hang on. 16.
Yep.
Yeah, you're sitting there twinging it as he gets sort of just fixated on it. You do this and you grab it and you sweep his foot out from under him and push him in the same motion. He loses his balance. He tumbles over. He hits the boat as he falls into the water. Bloop,
Right, time to go.
Oh well,
And
accidents happen.
Jump in the boats quickly.
I'm going to need initiative rolls.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Yay, combat.
Hold on,
I
let me get
tried
Vali
to
up
talk.
here.
I tried to talk our way out of it.
Yeah, did you?
Oh my god.
I did. My initiative
Why am I-
check says so.
I'm just putting myself on the map so I can put my thing in there. So apparently I'm in the water.
I feel like I have to be right here.
Yes, we're right here. Yeah, I guess I'll be right there.
Oh, balls. Really?
Eh, 14.
Hey, you got the same as me, but it wasn't. Oh, mine was a nat 1 though.
Why 16? Okay,
Alright,
apparently the
minus-
tokens aren't feeding in. So we'll just do thug 1 16 and 2 10 and thug 3. Oof. All right.
Sure. Hey, ooh,
This. Wait, what? That is not. So you're 19, ironically. And
The one who fell in the water.
yeah, you got a 19. Too little, too late.
I think I'm
There we go.
technically right here.
Right. Yeah, this is a good one.
Calanhir kicks him in. He hits his head off the boat, loses consciousness, drowns. Good job, Calanhir. You just killed a man.
All in a day's work.
Did I hear murder? All right.
Men are
Is-
weak.
Yeah,
Is
what
that
are my
placement?
combat abilities?
Is that placement good for me? Because I said Enelya started following the guy that was leaving, or do you want me elsewhere?
He's off the map
Sorry.
if you really care.
Oh.
So you can choose not to take part in initiative order and follow him.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll remove you.
Okay.
We all start dying.
I mean, if I'm sticking to what I was initially having her do, then yeah.
That's fine. He in the time it took for him to turn around and leave, and then the other guy to get tripped to trigger initiative, I think the other guy had left.
Okay. Yeah, she was gonna follow him shortly after leaving. So.
Yeah, so just give me a basic survival check right now
Okay.
to track him.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was all set.
That's
before.
fine. That's
Okay.
fine. All right, I'm going to technically mark this guy as prone. So
I
he-
can't swim.
As he submerges beneath the water and he starts coming back up to the surface, he breaks the surface. Damn!
Oh, come on now. No need for that. It was truly an accident.
Vali just goes, finally, and draws his sword and shield.
25, 30, all of his movement.
Which one's Thug 1?
What?
Which Thug is Thug 1?
Thug 1 is actually up here.
Okay,
He is about 8 feet above you guys. So
that's fine.
unless you have reach weapons out of melee range.
Where's Enelya?
She left.
She's following that dude that left.
So this guy who gets out of the water after using all of his movement is going to throw a dagger at Calanhir. Wow. 21.
21 hits.
As he gets out of the water, shakes himself off, and he takes a dagger off of his hip and throws it right over his companion's shoulder and connects against your armor. Doesn't do enough piercing damage, is around 3. 3 piercing damage.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to uncanny dodge that using my reaction.
Okay. So you take 1 piercing damage.
1.
That will end his turn, which brings us to Thug 1, who's actually going to take out a short bow
Thug life.
and make an attack at Calanhir
Dang it. Dang it.
with a 14.
Oh, 14 misses.
Yep, as you get hit with the dagger and you just barely sneak out of the way of it. As you dodge back to get rid of the dagger, you see an arrow right in front of you hit the boardwalk. And that will end his turn for now. Brings us to Calanhir.
Excuse me. Things are getting a little cramped here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to pull out my 2 daggers. Actually, do I want to do that? Yeah, because I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm going to pull out my 2 daggers, and I'm just going to lash out twice at the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
25 and 10.
25 will hit, 10 won't.
That is 9 piercing. Wow.
9. Alright.
And I feel like I'm just, yeah, trapped here. I guess I could have gotten creative with it, but maybe next time. You know what? Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Vali.
Okay, I'm actually gonna move to the top of the stairs here, and would I have clear visual of this guy here, or is whatever that is there blocking my way?
That's a barrel that stands about 3 feet from the ground. You have clear sight.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my bow and I'm gonna make attacks at the guy up top there.
All right, go for it.
And I'm gonna use my Fear Shot ability and roll the damage die twice. If I hit, and I keep the better result.
All right.
Oh!
I think that.
Natural 20 hits.
Let's just check that out while we can.
Ooh,
One.
yeah, 3 though. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think I just killed a man.
So 13.
Oh yeah. Did you say how you wanted to
No, I
attack
did
him?
not. No, I did not.
What?
Is he still up?
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when they were fighting the guards in the tavern the one time, and they had to say
Oh.
whether they wanted the hits lethal or not.
Yeah, forgot about that.
It was the arrow you catch. He has his back essentially to you, so the arrow that you release hits him the back left shoulder and gets probably about 2 to 2.5 inches of penetration.
And all right, this next one is going to be non-lethal. Now that I need to.
Okay.
I don't want to just straight up kill a man, get shadow points here, guys. Come on, let's characters suffer for that. Yeah, alright. Second attack. Ooh, that's not what I want.
11 will miss.
Okay. Okay, with that, hold on, let me knock off 2 arrows before I forget. And that is. I'm actually gonna use just a little bit more of my movement and just go there. That's it for me.
Which brings us to the riffraff in front of Calanhir, who is going to.
Kind of guardian. For my reaction.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
impose
very much.
disadvantage if he attacks a target that's within 10 feet of 5 feet of me. Since Calanhir is right next to me, I am blocking for him.
You're blocking for him?
Like, I impose disadvantage by like acting like as a shield, essentially, is what it's trying to simulate. So, when a creature you can see attacks a target within 5 feet of you other than myself, I can use my reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Disadvantage on both rolls is a 12 and an 18.
18 still hits.
Okay. It'd be 6 bludgeoning as he pulled out essentially like a billy club.
Uncanny dodge.
3 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, be careful. You could really hurt somebody with that.
Arachron.
Alright, so I'm gonna gift Calanhir a Warden's die of, quit, watch your mouth and do more of your stepping. You're starting to get hit. And so he'll have a gift die. And then really wish there was more space, but I kind of want to keep the high AC for a reason.
I got you.
So I will hold my attack if Calanhir slips behind me and somebody comes to chase after him.
If somebody
I'll hold
comes to
my action.
chase him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, that brings us to the
I get my
top of the
reaction.
round.
back.
How did that get? Oh god. These guys really gonna? Why did their
38
initiative
and
numbers go
32.
up?
Oh
Why
my
did those
god.
go up?
They're so powerful.
they can just instant transmission.
Matt, what is Calanhir's AC?
16.
Okay. Because I can use my reaction to make a DC check against an attack roll and make that attack hit me, and I can use that gift die as my AC as well. So we'll see what happens. If they hit you, I might be able to take a blow here if they roll low enough.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. I don't know why it did that.
How many times can you do Guardian and that one you just mentioned?
It's my reaction, so every round
Yeah.
when I get my reaction back, I can keep the distractions for gift die only.
Yeah.
Or ceaseless guard though I can do whenever as a react. It's basically I have 3 different reaction options.
So it's not like once per short rest or anything?
My warden die are short rest, but no, the reaction
but
they cost my reactions, so I can keep doing
Yeah,
them.
like
I'm a protector. I'm a protector. That's what I built this class to be.
That seems
He-
kind of broken.
I mean,
So
uncanny
it's
dodge.
a-
You can
I can only
use.
do
Oh,
one, so I
yes,
can't guardian, or I could distraction, or I could ceaseless guard. I can only do one of them every round.
Right. But at first I was like, the fact that you can do them every round, I was
Wait,
confused
That's how I
about.
dodged
So
2 crits the one
Yeah.
session.
yeah,
It burns your reaction.
yeah. So okay, I just
Okay.
wanted, I was just
I'm not
curious.
an attacker this time. I'm not a DPS. I'm just I built a straight defending tank
Yep, I was just curious.
that buffs everybody else. Like, let's go, guys.
Okay. It brings us to the top of the round. Enelya, you do have the trail of the one that left. Is there anything you wish to continue to do?
I'd like
Let
to
it go.
catch up to
Let it
him
start.
and hit him with a pressure point to knock him out.
Slit his throat. It's a weird way to say slit his
Okay.
throat.
You can certainly try.
That was my initial plan, because if he was going to go and talk to someone about what we were trying to do, I was going to stop it, or at least try.
Okay.
So,
Oh god. All right.
so as far as she knows, she's preventing the situation from going past the docks, or at least trying.
All right. Go ahead. So you want to hit a pressure point? How?
Yeah,
Your
like
hand?
so probably in martial arts the whole poo at the neck and just make him go down.
Hulk and Death Grip.
Okay.
Doesn't work like that.
In my Taekwondo classes, I learned that there is a bundle of nerves where your neck meets your shoulder. That if you hit it hard enough,
Yeah, the brachial plexus.
Yeah.
You gotta hit that
Yeah.
sucker hard.
you do.
Yeah. And there's also one right here, like in the shoulder, where if she just goes boop, like in Naruto, maybe.
No, I don't think that one
Is that what
works.
they
I don't
hit?
think
Is
that
what
one
they hit?
works.
Is that what they hit kung fu movies when they hit people like right in the back of the neck?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what they
yeah,
hit.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
And to clarify, in my class, he only collapsed for like a second or two, and then he stood back up. Because
Yeah.
the instructor allowed us to do it to him.
Yeah, and then there's a
Anyways.
massive headache.
Yeah. I just want to
Anywho,
swiftly and with him not knowing.
you can certainly try.
What am I rolling?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Because you are not proficient in unarmed strikes.
There's no
Well-
monk class for Adventures in Middle Earth.
No, there is not.
Ugh.
Go
Heartbreaking.
ahead, roll me a d20, and add your strength to it.
I feel like there's a way you could.
You can do it at advantage for surprise.
Whee!
I'm gonna laugh as advantage like a 9.
I think she would take that 19. I heard her laughing through Brian's mic.
That's impossible. We're not in the same room.
We have a floor between us.
2
I
floors
heard
between.
that.
Yeah, I
Angela
say
Lindsay.
two floors. isn't it?
Basically. 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength.
Okay. What's my strength? 3.
Gains.
Well.
Hang on.
Letter of today is 4.
Four. F-O-U-R. Four.
Okay. All right. He takes 4 bludgeoning damage as you run up to him and smack him where you believe a pressure point to be, and he stumbles a bit and turns around. But what the hell?
Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were someone I knew, and I want to deck him in the face.
I think you had entered initiative at this point.
You two are being kind. I'm stabbing them.
Oh my god. So you left initiative order just to re-enter it.
Yeah, I
This
guess.
is getting complicated.
You
kinda-
can deal like with them first, and I can be like separate or something, or like.
That'll take so much longer. Just put yourself on
Okay.
the map right here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just
Why you
wanted.
gotta go make things so complicated? Nice
I
go
just-
roll thug forward.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to knock him unconscious and drag him back.
That's
That
harder
doesn't-
than you might think.
He's gonna drag him
Looks
back to just
suspicious.
a pile of corpses.
Clear.
Doesn't look suspicious at all.
Alright, Thug 4, get in here.
Hey, my initiative
Oi,
is
so
higher
here
than
I
my
am,
last
thug
one.
number 4. Ready to play my part, you know?
Thug number 4 also rolls high initiative.
Nope, he
Think-
rolled a 4.
Hey, he's with me.
Hey.
Alright, top of the round. Why does Thug number 2 have a 20? I don't fucking understand what the hell is happening. You're supposed to have a
This
10.
thugs really want to attack everyone else.
They have an ability every time they get hit, their initiative increases.
Oh god, that would be a nightmare.
Can you
Alright.
imagine?
So we're gonna do this real quick.
Alright, so I'm not gonna Guardian, but I may
So
do one of the other two, but we'll see.
this guy is going to jump out to the boat and sort of, as the boat sort of shifts in the water and wobbles a bit, he catches his balance and comes up along essentially to the bow of the boat, right about here. As he's sort of like straddling like the bench seat and the very tip of the boat, and he brings up 2 of his daggers and makes 2 attacks at Arachron. Or it's not Arachron, sorry. Calanhir.
And then
He
we
attacks 16 and 12.
12
I'm
will
gonna
miss,
do
16 would hit.
Ceaseless Guard on the 16. So I will make a dexterity saving throw. If I beat the roll, it'll go at me instead.
Okay.
And then I can use the gift die to add to my AC. 21, so he attacks me and does not break my AC with that 16. I have blocked
Okay.
that attack.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright, so you run up at the last second and bring your sword through and actually parry off the attack. That one.
And I didn't need to use your die, so you still have the die, Calanhir.
Excellent.
His turn.
Excellent.
What is happening to these initiative rolls?
Oh my god.
I feel like every time you roll, they go up higher.
What the hell? It's supposed to be 16. Jeez. Okay, that's 3 is still the guy. Wait, what the fuck? I've so lost what was going on.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, right? Because 19 was 3.
Yeah. 19, 3 is the top.
Yeah, so
Should
that's
be-
the guy who just went.
Should be 3, 1.
One was 16, and 3 was 10. Or 2 was 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I don't know what the flip flam's going on. Oh my god!
I say just write it down and we'll just ignore that. And
Yeah. 19, 16, 10.
I mean, they're still in position on the tracker, so it's not like it really matters.
Until they're all ahead of you.
That is true.
1. Alright, which just brings us to 16, who is going to turn and retaliate to Vali with 2 attacks. With an 11 and a natural 1, so he's done. Calanhir.
GG, man.
Well, they position themselves very nicely for me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the guy on the boats. I'm just gonna say, you trust those boats to keep you steady? And I'm gonna stab at him.
Alright. Go ahead and make your attack. Both will hit.
I'm going to get sneak attack on this first one. So that's going to deal 22 points of damage. And then the second one does 3 more. Because it's just a d4. Because I'm not proficient. I'm just like...
22 and 3. Woof. So as he comes down with his attack and meets Arachron's blade, you find an opening and you just drive your blade right through, going through his armor, and you actually get a really deep cut right into the abdomen and pull it out as your second one comes through and just does a little scratch.
Little scratch.
Little scratch.
Ah, I have ruined your outfit now. How will you ever live that down?
Yeah, he steps back as blood begins to pool in sort of like the cream beige color of his shirt as it just starts to begin to spread, and he steps back and he's wobbling on the boat. Anything else?
Nope.
Vali.
All right, so I'm gonna move over a little bit so I can get a good view of his leg, and I'm actually gonna make 2 of my shots at this guy's leg to immobilize him and hopefully stop him.
You can certainly try. Do you have an ability that allows you to do that?
No, didn't know I needed one.
Shatter his kneecaps.
There's some abilities out there to do like pinning shots and stuff like that, so I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's just I just thought it's off the top of my head. Like
That's
this is
fine.
stopping-
Go ahead. You can certainly try. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
All right. Boom. Whew. And there.
All right, the 20 will hit. The 12 will miss. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. My fierce shot.
So 8. All right. Okay. You are not able to immobilize him. I
Okay.
was looking for a natural 20.
Damn. Okay. That is it for me.
All right, Enelya.
I said I was gonna deck him in the face, so I guess I'll just deck him in the face.
You sound
Just
so
alright.
disappointed.
I know, because now part of me is like, oh, I just kind of want to slash the guy till he's unconscious, because that'd be faster. But nope, I said I was gonna deck him in the face.
All right, go ahead and roll
Still-
d20 and add your strength.
Still trying to knock him out.
Punch him in the face.
Add what to the d20?
Strength.
Okay.
If you're just straight up punching him,
Ooh.
the 10 will miss. As your follow-up attack goes straight for the face, and he just slaps it away off to the side.
Nellie's gonna be like, okay, and she's gonna reach for her scimitars, and she'll prepare for his counter.
Okay.
Don't you have multi-attack?
Can I multi-attack it with a punch, or is that
Yeah.
just with my weapons?
What's your ability say as a warrior?
Oh yeah, it says I can attack twice.
With your sword?
Unless
Your
it
sword?
specifically says something like with a weapon or some shit.
Nope. I'll punch
Alright.
again.
All right.
Balls.
Now use your sword!
Still miss.
I'm gonna punch him again.
He slaps the first one away, and the second one comes up, and he just grabs it and shoves you back a couple, like.
Okay. Now she's gonna hunker slightly down and grab the hilt of her scimitars and prepare for a fight.
All right. Brings us to this guy who is going to make a shove attack on Calanhir. Calanhir, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
You can use the die for this if needed.
I'm gonna
After
use the
the-
die.
It says a d8.
I wonder what's my save if it was acrobatics. Same, doesn't matter. 15.
15? Okay. The guy in front of you, after you make your attack on the one on the boat, he tries to take an opportunity and shove you into the water himself. And you go forward a couple of feet, and you catch yourself right on the edge, and your right foot slips, but you're able to bring yourself back and center off your weight back onto the boardwalk.
That's very naughty. Now I have to kill you.
What did I tell you? Watch where you're standing. Quit talking and more fighting.
Arachron.
Oh, my turn again. All right, I'm gonna give Calanhir another saving throw and say, "See what I told you about that footing and watching what you're doing instead of talking," and give him another gift die.
Thank you.
And then I will attack this one.
Alright.
Make sure I'm normal. Yep. Ooh.
Damn.
20 will hit.
And that'll be a 14.
14. Was that lethal?
I'll do non-lethal. I'll hit him with the flat of the blade.
Every attack is lethal up until the final one where I ask.
That's
How
why I started saying
convenient.
mine are non-lethal. I'm thankful Lindsay
How
reminded me.
convenient.
I mean, you asked. I took the opportunity. If you didn't ask.
Well, so what, in Arachron's position, regardless if I asked, was that attack lethal?
Yeah, I guess he would. I don't think he would really be holding back. He's too dumb.
Okay. That's the real question. Is the character's attack lethal?
Yes. We'll just dump the body in the river.
Once he receives the attack and it goes down across his chest, blood
He's sleeping
completely
with the fishes.
soaks his shirt and he loses his footing and falls backwards into the water and sinks beneath the waves
Glug.
as water begins to stain, or blood begins to stain the water red.
That'll wash out.
And you see the two swarms of fish right here immediately go straight for where the guy falls in.
Well, we don't have to
Oh,
worry
God.
about cleanup.
Anything else, Arachron?
I did my bonus action. I did my normal action. I guess
Movement.
I'll go into that spot so that way I can attack the next guy. And still
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
21.
You are able to keep your footing on the boat as you jump onto it. Alright. Thug 4. Who's going to pull out a billy club and make an
Billy.
attack at Enelya with a 14.
No! Oh, fudge, that's my armor class. Yeah.
He shoves you back after your last attack. He brings up a club right on top of the head, 6 bludgeoning damage.
This is why I went and learned medium armor and got a tower shield.
But dual wielding.
That brings us to the top of the round with
Yeah, I sacrificed my
reaction
defense
die.
for dual wielding too.
the dead guy, who is dead. Calanhir.
That guy is dead.
No, not Calanhir. The other guy's got a 16. That's right, because
Yeah.
this thing got screwed up.
The guy shooting at Vali.
Who sees his companion cut basically in half and fall into the water with no air bubbles coming up and fish swarming to him, and you see him go white in the face and drop his weapons. Okay, all right, take the boats, take him.
These guys sure had no spine.
Can I go? I'm done. I'm not fighting you anymore.
I'm gonna go kick his weapons away. Just up to him, not really gonna do anything. Just kick his weapon. I'm assuming it's a guy up here, right?
No,
Oh,
No, you're
okay.
near
the
him.
one in front of Calanhir.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a guy. I thought he said the one.
No,
with me.
he's
Okay,
looking
sorry.
straight at Calanhir.
Got it. Never
Well.
mind. Sorry. Ignore me.
You ruined my clothes by cutting at them. Surely, you owe me some recompense for this.
I'm just doing a job, doing what I'm told.
By who? Who told you?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm just gonna supplement this really quick with, yeah, I'm not gonna supplement it with anything. 15. But wait, I can
You
add
have
gift.
the die.
Yeah.
You have the gift die. Technically can.
17.
You can add.
17.
You can add the gift die.
just a low-level peon, all right? Boss sent us out here with orders from the top. That is all. Look, he pulls out something from his pouch and hands over what looks to be like a large tooth.
I take the
And
tooth.
with the fangs. All right. Nothing against you. Just doing a job.
Well, nothing personal, but I think you owe me, like, just a little bit of money for what you did to my clothes.
And here we're supposed to take out the fangs that are messing with the shipments.
See. Look, I have no money on me. But if you're here to take out the fangs, I will leave, and I will speak nothing of this, so they don't know what you're up to.
I'm just gonna narrow my eyes at him, and I'm gonna say,
Can I insight that to see if he's being truthful?
Go for it. What are you doing, Calanhir?
11.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes at him, and I'm just gonna say, run. Run. If I ever see your face again, I'll kill you.
Give me an intimidation check. He seems terrified, Arachron.
18! Oh!
Yeah, he seems pretty terrified, and at this stage, he seems fairly honest about what he's talking about. He says he'll keep his mouth shut, and especially with the cherry on top of "see if I see you again, I'll kill you," he seems pretty intent on not saying anything. But as Calanhir says, "Run," he completely just drops his arms and runs around you, back up the stairs, looks at his companion. "We're out of here. We have nothing to do with this. Go!" And he too, they just run off.
Oh.
But not the one fucking with Enelya, because they were, so they don't know what's going on.
Yay!
So which brings us to Enelya.
Oh, so did I see what happened? The other two running, or do I have
No.
no idea? Okay.
No.
Oh, because we're despite the placement on the map, we're still.
I literally just put you there just so I
Gotcha.
could get the
Okay.
initiative going.
Okay, so after he hits me on the head with the club, I'm gonna pull out my scimitars and twirl them and hold them in the way where it's the hilts pointing out instead of the swords.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the more blunt sides to just attack with and just try to knock them out again and, attack non-lethally.
All right, go ahead and roll attack. Attacks. All three of those will hit.
Oh, fun.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, that's over 20. 23.
Yeah, so after a few rounds of trying your fists, you're like, okay, enough of this bullshit. You pull out your swords and you place one to his forearm to bring to essentially open him up, and you step up behind him and you completely knock him off balance, and as he goes to the ground and hits his head, you bop him right on basically where the third eye would be, and his eyes roll back and knock out.
Ding, ding, ding.
There. Was that so hard? And if I'm still in initiative, I'll wait till my next turn, but otherwise I'm going to check his belongings.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you guys exit initiative.
Another 10.
And you find about 3 copper and a dagger. But that's about it.
Okay. I'll take the dagger, and is he wearing a cloak of any sort or anything?
Oh, he looks like plain brown breeches and like a flowy, open button, like cream white shirt.
All right, I'm gonna drag him with me by the back of his shirt.
Okay. I like how you took the dagger and not the money.
I didn't want him to try to attack me.
Okay. You drag him back to the docks, where you find.
I'd like to think at this point we've gotten two boats, at least one boat ready to go.
Yeah. They're simple rowboats, so their oars are in there. They don't have any masts or sails, so
Yeah.
you guys are pretty much ready to go. Enelya, you come dragging this guy up, and you see your companions prepping the boats, getting ready. You don't. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I brought this fellow back. Perhaps we can talk to him more.
So as you walk up, you see in the middle of the water is probably spreading about this far of reddish coloring in the water, and you just see the bubbling and the waves being made of some pretty large fish beneath the surface.
You want me to throw that one in there too?
I believe I missed something, and no, I was hoping to potentially interrogate this man, not feed him to something.
Oh no, we interrogated the other one.
They work for
Oh.
the Fangs. We already figured that out.
Okay, that was one of my guesses. Were they here specifically to do anything with the boats, or do we know that they're directly involved with the missing shipment or VAR shipments of any sort?
Apparently, they're just the lowest level of thugs possible, and they have no idea what the grander scheme is. They were told just to guard these boats.
Oh,
So in the water.
no. Leave him here.
But the
It's
other
fine.
two are scared and run out of town. So this one we haven't run out of town.
Well,
They were trying to kill us, so it doesn't mean we don't have to be nice to them.
I'm gonna take out my journal. And whatever writing tinsel they use, pen, quill, something. Calanhir, what's a good intimidating message to make sure he doesn't speak, so I can leave this for him?
We can throw him in the river.
I am not killing a man.
You just look that way, I'll do it.
Just close your eyes. It'll be over in a second.
Just look that way. I'll do it.
Could not help
Damn.
but face. I was just like, what? I'm going to ignore the issue of Arachron's sense of morality. Calanhir, a good message, please.
Well, I told the other one if I ever saw him again, he'd die. So that seemed to do the trick.
See, once again, we tried to kill them because they tried to kill
Perfect.
us.
Draw-
So I'm gonna
Draw a picture of Calanhir going.
So I'm gonna write that message from Calanhir. Like, if you talk to anyone or whatever, you know, we will find you again, and this time we will kill you. And then
We'll find
I'm
you.
going to try to, in a sinister manner, I'm gonna write like an elvish phrase, just to freak him out. Like it's some sort of like weird, like I don't know, warning of sort that he can't read. That's just like a scare tactic, really.
Make sure you nail it to his hand.
All right.
Nail it to his hand.
You know what? If someone can translate it, it's just gonna say like "you've been warned" in Elvish or something.
Make sure you nail it to his hand so his hand's injured.
I'll just put it in his pocket where his copper was.
No, nail it to his hand, then he can't use his hand.
No,
You
no.
are outrageously violent today.
No, I'm not gonna maim an unconscious man's body.
No, this is fine. Prepare the boats. I will be finishing up here.
Okay. Sword out, cut rope, boats free. Let's go.
Cool. So I write the message and everything. I fold it and I just like stick it in his pocket. No. Was his dagger in its sheath?
Oh, I pick up the weapons too that the guy dropped.
Yeah, it was like a very crude.
I'm gonna kind of stick the paper halfway into like his sheath so that it's like obvious that it's there, but it's still on him or whatever, and that way he can notice his dagger is missing. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
I'm
Okay.
also gonna take rope I have, and just because we're taking this guy to the fucking nines apparently. I'm gonna take some rope I have, and I'm gonna hog tie this son bitch.
Oh no.
Okay, I just wanted to leave a note. I think you two have some things to talk about.
I
You
don't want
mess
to
with
kill
my
the man.
friend?
I want to tie him up so he doesn't come after us later.
I mean, you mess
Or
with my
read a
friends.
note.
We're
you're
gonna be in a
get
boat.
laid.
How's he gonna come after us?
We will be long gone, and like Calanhir said, we'll be on a boat. I don't think it's necessary.
You
I
all
don't know,
leaving a
fine.
problem for later. We could have just thrown him in the river, and then he would never be a problem again.
Fine, we got the no treasure, we got the boats. Let's go.
Let's get on the boats. This is okay.
Arachron gets in one boat.
I'm gonna
Alright.
look at Calanhir and ask him in Elvish if men have always been this violent. Cause holy crap.
I can
What did
hear
I do?
you.
Violent. I want to tie him up.
No, it's more from a record at this point, but
I'll
still.
say, like, if anything, what I'm doing is kinky. What he's doing is violent.
It's not violent. I'm just helping the circle of life.
Sometimes they go hand in hand.
Circle of life.
Enelya, my arms are too weak to row. I need your strength to help me.
No, you want to be in my boat, Callan, here, because somebody has an extra healing ability.
I heal.
Oh, I have a healing ability too. Miss I heal.
Oh? With what?
Campfire tales. When we take a short rest, they listen to me tell a story, they gain an extra 1d6 per head die.
During a short rest. I
You get a
legit
short rest
heal.
during row?
Not many campfires in a rowboat.
It doesn't say actual campfire. It's just the name of the ability is called campfire.
Component required campfire.
Just like how it
Anyways.
says that my guardian and my ceaseless guard don't have a specific range, unlike guardian or distraction.
I'll leave that up to DM discretion.
Yeah, I feel like
If-
ceaseless guard should be 5 feet.
If someone needs me to row one of the boats, I can do so.
Yeah, you and Vali
can
need to
row.
be in different boats. I can't row. I'm atrociously weak. Actually, I'm. not
He's
bad.
injured. He got stabbed.
Just a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna go to the boat that I'm gonna be
We'll
rowing
poke his
and
wound.
hopping, or I'm gonna prep
Alright.
it for leaving.
Poke
Okay.
his wound.
Oh, he's injured? Well, let me see here. I'm gonna take some of that like paste that I keep taking out, and I'm just gonna like pat it on Calanhir.
Slap. No,
and
you gotta
use-
slap it. You gotta
and use-
continue.
No, this time I'm patting, and I'm gonna heal Calanhir with my healing die.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your heals.
How do I? You get 6.
I can only use 4.
Fair enough. I figured it
I'll-
wasn't that much.
I'll put the other 2 in the bank.
Because somebody protected him.
Arachron is very skilled in protection.
protect
And distracting. I protected your ass too, Vali. You didn't get a crit because of me.
I know, you're right.
Maybe I'll stick next to Arachron for the foreseeable future.
I start rowing a boat.
I also will start rowing.
I'm in
Yes,
Enelya's
take
boat.
So,
You guys take your oars and shove off from the boardwalk and make your way out of the dockyard and into the main waters of Esgaroth and begin heading south away from Lake Town and towards the mouth of the river running. And you guys begin heading that way as the sun begins to crest over towards the west.
We take alternative short rest.
Hours pass, and the camera pans over to the thug that has been knocked unconscious, who wakes up. Bleeding hell! The forget me! What the hell's my dagger? Huh? Hold on. What's this?
my
Son of a bitch. I can't read. And that's where we're gonna end.
Darn it.
I
You
can't
should have
read.
just listened to me. You should have just thrown him in the lake. But it's all
Look,
your
my
Or
character
tie
is
him
never
up.
gonna kill a guy for no reason.
No one
Your
said tie
character
him up,
what?
but you
It
know.
doesn't say your character had to kill him.
So,
Just read your book and sing a little la 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 song to yourself.
No. If she's allowing and watching it to happen, she might as well have the blood on her hands too.
I mean, blood washes off.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys.
Things are getting dark.
Calanhir, just so everyone knows, Calanhir was not on Team Murder Defenseless Human.
You get a shadow point. You get a shadow point.
Hey, my guy
I didn't
protects his
I didn't
friend.
do
We were trying to
shit.
kill his friend, so he didn't see any reason to hold restraint. He's a devoted friend.
so that's where we're going to end. We'll pick up next week as you guys make your way down the river running to investigate the missing imported goods of Var and the merchants.
All right.
So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the utter ridiculousness that panned out in the last 5 minutes.
Murder.
We'll be live again tomorrow night as Lindsay will begin painting. And if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter and join our Discord to keep up with our shenanigans. And maybe you can take part in things like this and other things that we do on this channel. Yay!
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of us. There's a lot of us doing mini building and stuff too.
I play
So-
World of Warcraft.
Oh, of course you do.
I got a rock.
I got
So
a
thank you all for
jar.
joining us tonight. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, stay sane, and bye.
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 Bye.